As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Stafford going to put it up right away.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dexter Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That one's taken in by Spears.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Up the middle, Achane.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Pass pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. A run straight ahead with Achane. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Stafford. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Spears. Dances by him, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the interception, here's Stafford. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Stafford. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down at Stafford. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the ball.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Completes this one to Pickens.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now it's Stafford.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete there to Bateman. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Throwing is Stafford. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out at counter too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start with a couple of rivals on the West Coast. San Francisco hosting Seattle in the NFC West. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Desmond Ridder has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. George Pickens. Touchdown. Philadelphia. George Pickens. 79 yards. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Purdy's throw into the hands of Pickens.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Chiefs.
Throwing here, Purdy. A short one there, caught by Likely.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Purdy from the gun. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Firing quickly, but it's
see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, it's Purdy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
George Pickens.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Stafford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Now it's Stafford. And that is, now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Stafford. Right back to Njoku.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back to throw, Stafford. And a completion to Wilson.
Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down and 3.
Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Stafford looks to throw again. That is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Spears is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Achane. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Well, put them up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a pretty quick burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give this to Achane. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll run for it with Achane. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Handoff running left, Patterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here's 1st and 10.
Stafford. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One last throw here for Stafford. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.